Hello there, all my beautiful Virgos. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your monthly tarot and astrology reading for July 2020. I hope you guys have been doing great. It is always wonderful to be in your collective energy. And welcome back to the channel to my new and returning subscribers. If you're brand new, thanks so much for coming by and visiting me. I'm always very grateful to have new folks stop by. And if you haven't yet done so, I do invite you to hit that button, subscribe, and join the Dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoy this content. So as always, a first few quick notes before we get started that this is a general reading, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single Virgo out there. It will mostly be corresponding to Virgo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, so do check your personal natal chart placements to get more messages out of this or other readings. So if it doesn't resonate with you, kick it on out the door to another Virgo. If it does resonate with you, claim that as your messages. And all of our Virgo cross watchers are welcome to join us as well today. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like information on any of the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all of that information and links are below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started, Virgo. Oh my goodness. So much energy is going on right now. I am going to talk just for a few minutes about the astrological patterns that are mostly affecting you, and then we will be doing a full tarot spread through, for all of your stuff that's coming in. So right now Mercury is retrograde, which you may be aware of. For my Virgos, that is definitely a big deal because that is your ruling planet. It is in the sign of Cancer along with the Sun moving through the sign of Cancer. So it really is activating a lot of nostalgia, sentimentality, review of the past in a very emotional way. So, Virgo, you're doing that for sure. And I would say that probably a lot of my Virgos may be using that energy to do some house cleaning, some detoxing, because Cancer is the sign of the home, the roots, the spiritual origins. Sometimes that is childhood as well. Could be family dynamics that you're working through or clearing out. But there's definitely a little detoxing and purging going on for my Virgo family out there. Also want to point out that Venus is out of retrograde. It is moving direct in the sign of Gemini. I know that's been driving Virgo and Pisces a little bit nuts because it's just, it's causing that square to your sun sign. So Virgo, just give it a little more time, I promise. Venus will be moving into Cancer on August 8th. I know it's a little longer to wait, but for this month, Venus is moving direct in Gemini. So, throughout this month, continue to make those adjustments and communicate with your loved ones the best of your ability, because we are going to get through this energy, I promise. So let's get into your cards. I'm going to look at a major arcana to represent your energy for this month of July, and then I will also be pulling some oracle, and we are going to do a full tarot spread with 2 different decks. So let's get into it. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign of Virgo as we do their July 2020 overall monthly reading. Please protect their energy as well as mine through this reading and this month, and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. So Virgo, some completing cycles here. Your energy is best demonstrated by the World card for July. So the World is all about completion, closure, things coming full circle, finally getting to, some conclusions, some answers, some things, finally getting done, put away. This could definitely be some, closures to difficult old cycles, because we're definitely going through them. You've definitely gone through them. Also, the signs that are included in the World card are Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Those may mean something to you, may not, but they are in that card as well. So let's go ahead and get a spirit animal card. This is a brand new deck I've been working with. This is a beautiful animal spirit one. It's called the Divine Animals Oracle. So this is going to bring through a spirit animal that will be walking with you, guiding and inspiring you for July. I like it. Oh yeah. So the bison card comes up here for you. The bison, the buffalo, this is a, you know, a element of ritual. That is the key word that's on the card. For me, you know, this adds up to an 8, the 35. So the 8 is the infinity. It's the strength. It's having courage. I would also say that, you know, the buffalo energy is a energy of giving, of, you know, really of abundance, generosity, and also resourcefulness, because indigenous people have always used all parts of the buffalo. Nothing ever got wasted. So it's like really being grateful for your resources and putting them all to good use. Very, very beautiful energy that comes through with that card. So let's get you a crystal chakra card. We're going to see what gemstone or crystal will be best for you to work with for July, and also what chakra is coming up to be healed. I love it. Oh, Virgo, here comes the selenite. The selenite is about peace. It is about the crown chakra right at the top of our head. So this is divine inspiration and messages from your guides and angels. It's also clearing, detoxing. I always keep the white selenite right here on my table, because this is a wonderful stone to use for clearing your cards, clearing yourself. I often hold on to the selenite while I clear and get ready for the next reading, you know, to clear out the energy from the previous one. You can tap your card decks with the selenite to clear them. You can tap your other gemstones with the selenite, or if you've like been wearing some bracelets, you know, through the day or night, and you want to recharge them, just put them on top of your selenite. Selenite is one of those like kyanite that doesn't really hold a charge, so it's very, very good for clearing. It's not an expensive stone either, Virgo. So, you know, I get a lot of my gemstones on Etsy. I find a lot of great, you know, independent sellers on there that have them. So get yourself some selenite. That is a wonderful stone for clearing, for clarity and purification on that spiritual level. Also, for all my Virgos, I got to show this one. I did get this on Etsy recently. It's a lavender and sage mist. So, you know, this is just, you can just spray it all over yourself. Spray it on Mr. Dragon if he's feeling a little funky, you know. It's always good. But I love that because sometimes when my allergies are getting to me, it's hard for me to like burn sage. So I like to spray it because I love that cleansing feeling. So I know Virgos, you're all about clarity, purification, detoxing. So those are all perfect things for you to use. So I'm going to get into your tarot now. I'm using the Rider-Waite for the main spread today, and I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot on top of that for clarity. So Spirit, let's see what we've got for our Virgos for July 2020. Very excited to get into it and see what their story is. Feels very energized, I will say. Wow, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, we got some clearing to do here, Virgo. Definitely, definitely. So right now we've got this Knight of Cups coming in. That is your key card. That's the center of the spread. And so that is, to me, very strong Pisces. It's also Cancer and Scorpio, but it's very emotional. It's like the lover boy, lover girl of the deck sometimes. So we will clarify this card to see what kind of offer that this Knight is bringing in. Sometimes it can also be you. You know, you might be the one making the love offer or the emotional offer. So take that as it resonates. But let's see what clarifies this Knight of Cups. What kind of offer is this going to be? Is it a solid one? Is it more transient? Let's get a peek at that. Oh, it's a very emotional offer. My goodness, Pisces. It might, this is Pisces energy. Sorry, Virgo. I didn't mean to call you Pisces, but the moon card is a Pisces energy. I'm feeling very strong Pisces coming in from both the Knight of Cups and from the moon, because that is the Pisces card. The full moon is going to be a lunar eclipse as well this month, coming up on July 5th. I do full moon readings, so do check back soon with that. It will be a powerful full moon for you because it's in a fellow earth sign of Capricorn. So Virgo, that will be strong for you. Absolutely. This month the moon is important. I will say that this offer might seem kind of confusing. You might not be sure whether you want to accept it or not. It might be coming from a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or somebody with that kind of watery emotional nature. And if you're the one making the offer, you are definitely coming from a more heart-based space. That can be a little bit tricky, and you might want to wait it out through that moon cycle. You know, just give it a little time for the fog to clear, because right now with Mercury retrograde, if it comes in before, you know, July 12th, it's like, well, let's wait till, you know, if somebody says literally like, I want to go out on a date, I'd be like, let's get together after Mercury retrograde. Let's get together after July 12th. Because in the immediate past, we do have this Lovers card. There is that connection. That is Gemini energy, and Venus has been in Gemini. But because that is a more challenging place for you, Virgo, I think that has been more of a challenging thing for you than necessarily a positive. You've probably had a lot of decisions to make when it comes to love. You've probably been kind of working through some things in the relationship area. Doesn't have to mean a challenge, but I'm just feeling the energies out a little more. And I would say that probably more of my Virgos are like, oh, love, you know, more than like, oh, love. I just feel that for you guys. Yeah, because you've been through the real ringer, that Ten of Swords. There's definitely been some difficulty in the love area. And so the reason that this is going out in the past is because you've come to some completions of very difficult romantic cycles. It's like whatever these, you know, either past lovers or people that have really hurt you, decisions that were not made in your favor when it came to love, communication that really went awry during the Mercury retrograde or Venus retrograde, but those cycles are coming to an end, and those are in your past position, which is good. But right now, you know, you do have this new energy, potential new partners on the horizon. But right now, I think you're still in a little bit of a healing mode. And I also think because of that moon being there, there's a little bit of hesitation or fear about being deceived again. So vet out those offers as much as you want to, Virgo. You deserve it. You've earned it. You've been through it. And you don't have to make any fast choices any more than you want to. And now, look what we've got. I hate to say it. 3 of Swords we've got in the immediate future. So Virgo, I'm going to do what I do when this card comes out. I am going to sage this card for you with some actual sage smoke. Yes, I am, because we are going to clear that heartbreak energy. And I'm also going to do what old Ramblin' Mike from Ramblin' Mike's Tarot does. If you haven't checked out Ramblin' Mike, definitely give him a peek. He's a fabulous reader. Who has shouted out my channel in the past. So I am I really have a lot of respect for him. But whenever that 3 of Swords comes up, he says, we're going to do a little spiritual surgery, and we're going to shake those swords out of your heart, Virgo. We're just going to say, out, 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 out of Virgo's heart. We do not want those there. That heartbreak energy is being cleared. So I feel many times the way that this is laid out, Virgo, I do not feel that that 3 of Swords is a more heartbreak on the way, because I feel like you already had it. I feel like most of you have already had it, and you're like, I don't want more of it. So this 3 of Swords is really, I think, honestly, working through it, working through the past. And look at that. See, yes, 3 of Swords, there's our sun coming out. So I believe, yes, we did a successful spiritual surgery on that heart. We got those swords out because the sun is coming up for my Virgos. Yes, that's the positivity. That is the beauty. That's the innocence returning. It's the fresh new start. It's the most positive card of the tarot. So the sun is very blessed. So to me, what I see really coming in is you may have some new love offers. You may make in some new love offers. Something's moving forward in even in a present relationship, if that's your situation. And as you move forward, what happens, right? When we start to get that heart chakra activated again, it brings things up. It brings things up to the surface, and we have to deal with them. That's why I think that Three of Swords is in the future for most of you. It is because you will be dealing with those old wounds. It's like, ooh, yeah, I forgot, still a little sore in there. So that's why we're clearing that energy right off the bat. You will be working to clear that energy, but that Sun card is very positive there, Virgo. So I'm so happy to see that come out on the bottom of the deck, of the spread. What you are focused on right now in the subconscious space is that Knight of Pentacles. So slow and steady wins the race. Virgo, like I said, you don't have to make it fast. You don't have to make split fast decisions. The people that are worth waiting for will still be around after Mercury retrograde or after you are ready to reach back out to them. And it's interesting. Knight of Cups in the center, Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. To me, that says you're all down for a good offer or a good potential romance, but you want it to be real and solid and practical and take certain steps. That is the way it is with the world of the Virgo. And that is your own energy with those pentacles, with that earth energy coming through. And look at that. I love it. There's our Chariot card right on top of it. So it's definitely forward movement. You are focused on getting there. It may be slow and steady, but you're definitely focused on getting there. The Chariot is the Cancer card. That is the sign that the Sun and Mercury are in right now. So it's very, very powerful at this time. You're really focused on learning. You're learning from the past. You're learning from your emotions. You're learning to balance those intense emotions, right? The dark and the light, the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine. You are balancing those two sides of yourself as we move through this energy of Cancer. Beautiful. So on the top, message from Spirit crowning the spread is the Magician card there, Virgo. Your own energy, your own power. That is a Mercury ruled card. So Mercury is important to you this month. I would say make any major decisions or actions, or even smaller decisions or actions, if you can, after the Mercury retrograde. But that's about new beginnings. That's about you really taking your own energy, resources, power, drive, enthusiasm, and becoming the alchemist of your life, Virgo. Recreating something fresh and beautiful and new going forward. Woo, yes, look at this. Knight of Pentacles on the top and on the bottom. How beautiful is that? So our Knight of Pentacles is up here too. This is a slow but steady movement, Virgo. So it's like it may take you a little bit more time than the others to get that new start. It may take a little more effort, a little more practical planning. But once you get there, it is solid. It's pure gold. You will get there. Knight of Pentacles is the most successful knight of this deck. So let's get you some advice. This is a powerful reading for you, Virgo. I like it. There's that Moon card again, y'all. Just letting you know, there he is. Moon card is in the suggested approach. So to me, this is waiting it out. This is taking your time and working through some confusing or foggy emotions, because right now, not all is clear, not all is revealed. And again, that to me is a very big sign that that full moon lunar eclipse on July 5th is going to be a big deal for you. That particular lunar eclipse in Capricorn is really bringing to a close a several year pattern of those lunar eclipses in Cancer and Capricorn, going back and forth, the lunar and solar. And so to me, this is a bit of an emotional, spiritual graduation that a lot of us are experiencing, and that may be very strong for you as well. So, take your time to see through the confusion. Take your time to work through anything that feels cloudy. Don't rush yourself. Yeah, because some things are moving very fast. And you have the absolute right to slow that down if you need to. Because the Eight of Wands is many times, you know, communication coming in fast and furious. There's our little motorcycle moving fast and furious down that road. Those wands are moving towards you. Could be love messages, could be something of the romantic nature as well. But it is a fast energy, very rapid. You could also read that as you will be clearing through a lot of this confusion much faster than you may realize. What you need to know. Check her out, Nine of Pentacles. This is our Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. So to me, you need to know that you are solid, strong, resourceful, discerning. You have vision. You have foresight. That's why that little falcon is on her hand. Check out that little snail, though, in the corner. See, slow and steady wins the race. She takes her time. She doesn't rush. And you don't have to either if you do not want to, Virgo. But this is really reminding you that you are stronger than you may realize. And you have been through a lot. It's time to just, heck, give yourself a freaking pat on the back, Virgo. You've been through some challenges. You're still standing. You may feel wounded. You may feel battered. You may need some darn naps. You really might need some time out to just relax from this because you have been fighting a hard battle. And you are still standing strong, but but doesn't mean you haven't been through it. Doesn't mean you haven't been through the challenges. You might feel a bit defensive right now, like, come on, I don't want any more arguments, I don't want any more distress. Going into the hopes and fears, we have that Eight of Cups. So Virgo, don't fear moving on. Don't fear moving on from something that's not emotionally, spiritually fulfilling for you. It's time if you're ready. You know, if you're ready to let something go and move to a better place, it's definitely time. I think for some of you, you've been a little bit nervous to do that, but it is coming up, and it's something that you have the power to do if you need to. Yes, look at that. Perfect combination. That doesn't happen all that often. Eight of Cups, clarified by the Nine of Cups. This is the wish fulfillment, right? You're leaving that eight. It says, I tried. But that ninth cup just wasn't there. And I'm going forward to find that ninth cup and find my wish fulfillment. And the outcome card, guys, is a little bit tough. It's that Eight of Swords. That's really being stuck in that mental hamster wheel where your thoughts just go and go and go. I know that for my Virgos, that worry and anxiety are a thing that many of you go through and experience. So that is really, to me, about getting yourself free. It's about breaking through those chains. It's about, backing up against those swords and cutting through those ties and bonds and get back up to that castle in the background where you're truly meant to be. King of Swords, yes, making that decision. Look at that. Don't be in the Eight of Swords. Be the King of Swords. Cut right through your own self-imposed bondage or mental burden, mental anxiety. It's time for transformation, clarity, using your clear mind. Once you get through that moon energy, that more cloudy, confusing energy, I think you'll be ready to cut through a lot of that stuff. And look what's on the bottom of the Modern Witch. We have Justice. So this is restoring balance, fairness, equality to your life. And look, very similar feeling from both of these. Look, Justice and the Hierophant. There's a sense of balance, deeper commitment, deeper devotion, more stability, guys. That is what it's all about here for you. Let's get a little affirmation. I'm going to be pulling a couple cards from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle and the Witch's Kitchen. It has just been the summer solstice, so we are going to be pulling on some of the Wiccan traditions here for your affirmation for the close of your reading. I like this. So the scrying mirror came up. For your Virgo, it may be doing some shadow work, some inner child work, some healing from the inside, seeing through the dark. That's why that moon card came up twice. in this reading. You are doing a lot of seeing through the dark, seeing through with clarity. If you do scrying, that is something that's very, favored right now. Whether or not doesn't really matter, but this is, it's all about seeing through the dark and gaining clarity. What's the other card you had twice? Was you had the Moon and the Knight of Pentacles. Again, slow and steady wins the race here, Virgo. So let's get a couple from the Witch's Kitchen Oracle. I love this one. It has, all the magical herbs and spices and flowers. That's what it's all about. So Virgo, check this out. I love it. Mint is the herb that came up. So it's about clarity. It's about mental clarity. And that's what it's all about, because you have been dealing with a good deal of mental confusion or difficulty. So it's time to seek clarity. It's time to seek the energy of seeing through the dark. I'm also really feeling the owl as another very strong animal spirit that could help you, because that is about seeing through the dark, being able to see clearly through the night. And so then the other one on the bottom, we had salt, which is protection. It's purification. Virgo, even if you don't do any ritual or spell work at all, everyone can benefit from a sea salt bath, because it's very clearing, it's very detoxing and purifying to you. But you can sprinkle, just sea salt in each corner of your home, just as a basic protection ritual. Very, very simple to do. So this was a powerful reading here, Virgo, for your month of July. I will be seeing you back again for the full moon on the 5th, and I hope you are going to be doing great this month. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.